The text message came through the moment my plane touched the runway. After 9 months deployed overseas, after counting down every single day until I could finally come home, my phone lit up with a message from my dad. "Easter is better without you. Don't come." Just like that. No explanation, no greeting, no welcome home, just a sentence that felt like someone had slammed a door in my face. For a few seconds, I just sat there in my seat, staring at the screen while passengers stood up around me, grabbing bags and laughing about seeing their families again. My chest felt tight. I read the message again. "Easter is better without you. Don't come." I typed a reply. One word. Then I locked my phone, stood up, and walked off the plane. And while my parents were setting the table for Easter dinner, I quietly made one small change to some paperwork. They didn't know it yet. But that one word and that one change was about to turn their entire Easter upside down. I'm the oldest child in my family. Growing up, I was the dependable one, the responsible one, the one teachers liked, the one neighbors trusted, the one relatives pointed to and said, "Why can't you be more like him?" Whenever my younger siblings caused trouble, my parents loved telling people how proud they were of me. But pride is a strange thing. Sometimes it's not love. Sometimes it's just usefulness. When I turned 18, I joined the military. Part of me wanted adventure. Part of me wanted to escape the pressure of always being the good son. But mostly, I wanted to help my family. Money had always been tight growing up. Bills were always late. My parents fought about it constantly. So when I started earning steady pay, I began sending money home. At first it was small things, helping with groceries, covering a utility bill. Then my dad called one day saying the mortgage payment was short. Then my mom needed help fixing the car. Then my younger sister needed tuition money. Every time I sent money, my parents said the same thing. "We're so lucky to have you. You're the one who keeps this family together. We couldn't do this without you." And I believed them. Because when you're far away from home, when you're thousands of miles away and missing birthdays and holidays, helping financially makes you feel like you're still part of the family, even if you're not physically there. Over time, the help became routine. Every month, money left my account and landed in theirs. Sometimes a few hundred, sometimes thousands. When my sister wanted to transfer to a better college, I paid the difference. When my parents refinanced the house, my name quietly appeared on paperwork as a financial guarantor. They told me it was just temporary, just until things stabilized. They promised it meant nothing. And again, I believed them. Because they were my parents. Because family is supposed to trust each other. Because I thought love worked both ways. Then last year I was deployed overseas. 9 months, long nights, dusty airfields, phone calls whenever I could catch a signal. Every time I called home, my mom would talk about Easter. "Next year you'll finally be home for it. Your father's already planning the big dinner. Your sister says she's inviting everyone." It became a small light at the end of a long deployment. Easter. Home. Family. After 9 months away, that was all I wanted. But about 3 months into deployment, something started feeling strange. My parents stopped calling as often. When I called, they sounded distracted, like they were rushing through conversations. My sister stopped replying to my messages entirely. At first, I figured everyone was just busy. Life moves on when you're gone. But then I noticed something else. Every month, the money requests kept coming. Mortgage help, insurance, unexpected expenses. But the tone had changed. They weren't asking anymore. They were telling. "We need you to send $2,000 this week. Make sure the payment clears before the 15th. Don't forget the tuition deposit. No thank you. No conversation. Just instructions." One night I called my mom and asked casually how things were going at home. She hesitated, then said, "Everything's fine." Too quickly. That was the first red flag. But the real one came 2 weeks later. A friend from high school messaged me. He still lived in my hometown. He said something that made my stomach drop. "Hey man, didn't know you were back in town." I replied, "I'm not. Still overseas." He sent a confused emoji, then said, "Weird, your family's been telling people you're not around anymore." I stared at the message. "What do you mean?" His reply came slowly. "Your sister said you cut everyone off and moved away, that you don't help the family anymore." For a long time, I just looked at the screen. Every month I was wiring money home. Thousands. But apparently, in their version of the story, I had abandoned them. That's when something shifted inside me. Not anger, not yet. Just clarity. Over the next few weeks, I started paying closer attention. I reviewed my bank statements, I checked old documents, and I realized something that made my chest feel cold. For years, I had been paying more than half of my parents' household expenses. Mortgage, insurance, tuition, utilities. Without me, they couldn't afford that lifestyle. But publicly, they acted like I didn't exist. Like I was some distant relative who had disappeared. Then the Easter invitation messages started appearing in a family group chat. My sister posting pictures of decorations. My mom talking about cooking. Relatives commenting about how excited they were. Nobody mentioned me. Not once. It was like I wasn't part of the family at all. Still, I kept sending the monthly transfers. And I kept quiet. Because I wanted to see what would happen. Then the day finally came. Deployment ended. I boarded the plane home, 9 months of exhaustion and anticipation wrapped into one long flight. I imagined walking through the door. My mom crying, my dad clapping my shoulder, my sister complaining I was late, just normal family stuff. But when my plane landed, that text message arrived. "Easter is better without you. Don't come." My father had sent it. No explanation, no call, just those words. Maybe he thought I would argue. Maybe he thought I would beg. Maybe he thought I would quietly obey like always. Instead, I typed one word. "Okay." Then I turned off my phone. But before leaving the airport, I opened one more app. My banking portal. For years I had automatic transfers scheduled, mortgage support, monthly assistance, tuition payments, quiet financial lifelines that kept their household running. I canceled every single one. Then I opened another document. One that my parents had once told me was just a temporary formality. My name as financial guarantor. I removed it, signed the digital release, submitted it. It took less than 5 minutes. 5 minutes to stop funding a family that had decided Easter was better without me. Then I rented a car and drove to a small motel across town. I didn't call, I didn't message. I simply waited, because Easter dinner was happening that evening, and I knew exactly when reality would arrive. From what I later heard, the dinner started normally. Relatives filled the house, my mom served food, my dad made jokes. My sister bragged about her new apartment. Then my aunt asked a simple question. Didn't he just get back from deployment? Apparently the room got quiet. My mom said something vague about me being busy. My dad shrugged and said I had other priorities. But then, the first phone notification came. My dad's banking alert. Mortgage payment failed. He probably frowned, thinking it was a glitch. Then another notification. Insurance payment declined. Then another. Utility auto pay canceled. Within minutes, his phone started buzzing nonstop. My sister's tuition payment had also been reversed. She panicked. My dad opened the banking app, and that's when he saw it. All the transfers, gone, canceled. Then my reply to his message finally appeared in his notifications. Okay. Apparently he tried calling immediately. My phone rang on the motel nightstand. I watched it vibrate, ignored it. He called again, and again. Then my mom tried. Then my sister. The phone kept buzzing while I sat quietly watching TV. For the first time in years, I wasn't solving their problems. I wasn't fixing anything. I was just letting consequences happen. Later that night, my aunt called me. She was the only person in the family who had always treated me kindly. Her voice sounded stunned. "Did you stop sending them money?" I said yes. She went quiet for a moment. Then she laughed softly. Not in a cruel way, in a way that sounded like someone finally understanding a long story. "They told everyone you stopped helping years ago," she said. Tonight was the first time anyone realized the truth. Apparently, the entire Easter dinner had collapsed into chaos. My sister yelling about tuition, my dad arguing with the bank, my mom crying, relatives asking uncomfortable questions. And suddenly, the version of me they had told everyone about didn't match reality. Because if I had abandoned them years ago, why were all the bills failing the moment I stopped sending money? Truth has a strange way of showing up at the worst possible moment, especially when there's a full dinner table watching. The next morning, my dad finally left a voicemail. His voice sounded different. Not angry, just desperate. "We need to talk." But for the first time in my life, I realized something. Family isn't about who you financially support. It's about who stands beside you when you walk through the door. And after 9 months away, my parents had told me Easter was better without me. So I decided something simple. Their life would be better without my money too. And strangely, that Easter ended up being the first peaceful holiday I'd had in years.